with us.
But before we get this thing going, we got some guests that we need to bring out for you guys.
We sure do.
First off, driver 199, Travis Pastrana. Give it up. Have a seat right here, Travis.
What's up?
Then you can't have a party in Daytona without this guy.
This is
The
true.
bald eagle himself. Give it for Cleetus McFarland.
Oh, yeah. Cleetus had to bring his own seat here for the whole thing. There you go. We needed to get him a folding chair, guys.
It's only fitting that you sit in that
And
folding chair.
give it up for Squirrel McNutt.
Is he coming?
Where you at, George?
Oh, boy.
There he is.
Here we go. We need another chair for him if he's going to
I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I got to get an autograph.
Get him. Get him. Kevin, he wants your autograph.
Oh, my God.
Right there, lower
I
back.
need you to sign my tattoo.
Oh, okay.
Lower back, right there.
This is already going total haywire here on Happy Hour. I love it.
Yeah, I got
very
it.
nice.
I
Inside
got
the
it.
shirt.
All right, you're good. All right, there you go.
Hang on, I gotta.
Wow.
Kevin, remember that story you told everybody last year about Watkins Glen?
Oh,
with
yes.
the lady that needed her special
Well,
autograph.
yeah. You know, I think we went to Watkins Glen to an appearance, and let's just say the first lady in line was very enthusiastic to show her tattoo, and Keelan was standing right beside me, and somehow, some way, her whole shirt came off.
You will
Oh,
have
really?
Yeah.
That was awkward.
Was it windy?
Huh?
Was it windy?
It was.
I don't think it was a wind.
It was not a win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a
Checking.
win.
We'll
Poor
see the
Keelan.
stories. For
Yeah.
Yeah, poor Keelan. Guys, thanks so much for being here. This is awesome to have you both. And yeah, and tell us about how much you enjoy joining this NASCAR side of things. Obviously, you're not new to it, but welcome back.
It is good to be.
Hang on one second.
Well,
You take that.
I'll go while they
There you
fix
go.
your mic. We're honored to be here and fired up. I mean, it doesn't even feel real that I'm not only hanging out with you guys, but like we're here to race. I mean,
Yeah.
it's one thing for us to show up, but we're like, I mean, I think I speak for both of us when it's surreal that we get to race this weekend and have a lot of fun and be
Okay.
with you guys.
Fans are fired up for you guys.
Yeah, and I think for Travis, you've been here. I mean, this guy's finished 11th in the Daytona
I
500.
know.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, to be able to experience this again and do all the things that you're getting to go through, and we were talking backstage, it's a stacked freaking truck field.
Dude, it's awesome. I mean, Smoke's back. We got Stenhouse is on our team. Nice Motorsports, which is awesome. Hosever won the 2.4 hours Le Mullets with
Yep,
Cleetus.
we got him on our team. Yep.
Yeah, but I just want to take a step back. I mean, last week I'm racing rally cars up in the snow, getting to come down here to Florida, to Daytona, and everyone's like, well, what are you guys expecting? Why are you here? Why are you back? And it's so cool because everybody wants to be a part of this. So we got Brunt Boots, Blue Collar. They've been down helping us build ramps, do all kinds of stuff. And they're like, we want to go back to NASCAR. I'm like, I'll go with you. Like, they're like, would you drive? I'm like, threaten me with a good time. And so I'm down Cleetus bragging. I'm like, hey, I mean, this is pretty cool. Freedom Factory is awesome. I'm running Daytona. He's like, well, I want to run Daytona. And we're kind of looking around, and we had one of the owners of Black Rifle. He's like, I'll support you. And he goes, we're going to come down because Al Neese Motorsports, was a veteran, and he's past military, and he said, hey, let's make it worth everything for all the fans, for everyone that's coming out. Let's bring in some veterans, and let's put $100,000 donate to the boot campaign. And it's not because they expect us to do well. I mean, obviously we want to win, but it's because this sport is awesome, because all of you fans want to come down here because everyone wants to be a part of it. So sorry for the long-winded.
Oh, I love that. There's a round of applause. Yeah, no doubt. Kevin, it's been so interesting having Cleetus, right, be a part of this whole thing. Did you expect your fan base to really embrace all of this so much? And you've brought a lot of new.
I gotta say, the support has been incredible from all you guys. I can't appreciate it enough. And I think without the Biff, coming onto my channel and really just teaching all of us who didn't know. I know a lot of you guys are fans of NASCAR way before me, but for all my viewers who didn't watch NASCAR at all, I like the shirt. Biff kind of helped introduce them all to it and helped make them love it as much as I already do. And 1 year later, I cannot believe the opportunities that I've been able to get from it. And it still doesn't feel real that I'm here and running 2 races.
Well, I got to ask you this. You've run the ARCA race. You guys had one of the most famous interviews ever. And when you come back this year, though, you're gonna feel experienced when you get into the ARCA car. Are you nervous about the truck? And I'm just gonna tell you, I talked to Smoke last night, and he's pretty nervous about the truck.
I'm always slightly nervous about the truck because, you know, of all the talk of the trucks getting light in the back. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, if he's on your tail, you know, and he punches you on the left side.
Oh, he didn't even have to touch you. He just get close.
And I'm like, damn, the ARCA car does not do that. The ARCA cars are so planted. At least mine is. So I'm a little nervous, but, you know, worst case, just going to have to drive it.
That's right.
There you go. Just going to have to drive it. That's the
I'm just
plan,
going
right?
to turn left.
What kind of interview are we going to do this year?
Well, here's what I'm hoping our interview looks like.
Oh, boy.
Not at the infield care center, 1.
True. True.
2 at the winner's circle. 3 with Pastrana with me.
There you go. I like the
I have
sounds
to
of
say,
that.
this whole shake and bake, if I'm behind Cleetus and it's the last lap, whatever lane, even if it's lane 4 that we have to go to, I'm not lifting.
Oh, we're
so
not
you
lifting.
better hold that thing together.
We're
I've
not
seen him
lifting.
There you
drive
go.
some stuff.
We've already agreed that when there's 3 to go, we're going to put our pedals to the ground and not let off. And whatever's in front of us is going to have to move or go with us.
It's move or be moved.
Or be moved.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Yeah.
Listen, Travis, I remember when Travis showed up in the NASCAR circuit with K&N Racing, right, which is now the ARCA series, and we were at Iowa. And you want to talk about someone who doesn't lift out of the throttle. He's in qualifying, has it pinned coming out of 2, does a 720 like Jimmy Johnson at Dover all the way down the backstretch and does not hit anything. And everyone on pit road lost their mind.
Well, it was 2 laps, so that was actually really funny because I did the spin and was still able to do the second lap. The tires were a little loose, tires were a little hot, but that was actually throwback. That was Chase Elliott's first win.
Yeah.
I'm like 28.
Oh,
Chase
wow.
Elliott was, I think, 15 or 16, and he ended up, he beat me. So
Speaking
it was
of
cool.
throwbacks, hey, okay, I got something I want to show Travis. I think we got a picture of a throwback.
Look
So
at that.
Look at
No way.
that's me and Travis right here in Daytona at the rookie seminar in like 2013. So I
Hi.
thought it was so cool.
What was the hardest thing for you when you tried to make the transition the first time to NASCAR? What was the hardest thing on track for you to have to adjust to figure out? Because most of us have done this our whole life in these cars. You came from many different forms of racing and all the things that you did. What was the hardest thing for you to get used to?
Probably the arrow, to be perfectly honest, in that I got yelled at the first race because I was on someone's door on the outside, and they're like, "You cleaned him out." I'm like, "I didn't even touch him." You know, so it's there's just learning a little bit about that and how you can slow cars up and that kind of stuff. But I think the most challenging part was that I didn't come in with really any expectations. I was actually talking to Jimmy Johnson, and we had won 4. So I won 4 straight U.S. Rally championships, and he won 4 straight Cup championships, and I was looking into either going over to WRC and doing World Rally, or I was like, Jimmy, I want to race the Daytona 500, kind of like you talked to Biff, said, I want to race, and Jimmy's like, you can't just get in and do this. Here's a step series, and he looked me in the eye and said, by the time you're capable of doing a Cup Series race at the Daytona 500, you're going to be so engorged in this sport that you're going to believe that you can win or you can't, and you're going to go at it 100%, and it was one of the most challenging things I've ever done, and the amount of driving and seat time, because everyone says, oh, NASCAR, you just turn left or whatever. Not you guys, but like from the outside. From the outside. And I look at guys, Juan Montoya was like coming in from F1, coming in from Indy, coming in from dirt track and all this other stuff, and nobody holds a candle to NASCAR drivers on a NASCAR course.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
So we're here at Daytona. Obviously, it's an iconic venue. I want you both to respond to this. What do you think of the culture of Daytona and this race and this racetrack and what you've seen? You're already smiling.
I mean, I love Daytona, all right? Sleeves off, Florida sun. I just don't think there's anything better. I love it. I absolutely love Daytona. Coming over here, it's one of the most exciting feelings, like knowing I'm going to be inside Daytona Speedway for a few days. Nothing like it. Couldn't be happier.
I was pissed at you a few weeks ago, by the way.
Really?
Oh, I was mad. I'm sitting at home. It's ice, snow,
Oh.
cold, and my man's video pops up on Instagram or wherever I was looking, and he's like, yep, it's cold down here in Florida. don't come to Florida. It's a miserable place to be, outside with the palm trees. And so I was a little frustrated with North Carolina at that point. And then we go to the Clash a couple weeks later, and
Oh,
it
boy.
literally
Then you were
snowed
really
for
frustrated.
days. Yeah.
Did you bring
So-
that family out, camper, like a bus and all that? Didn't you bring that last time? You brought your whole family?
No, last time they
Maybe
drove
it
the
was
motorhomes
Talladega?
down.
Talking
but
about the
they-
motorhomes
Yeah.
in Talladega. I sold them, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Did they make it home?
Well, actually, the Dega Bega, the one we
Yeah.
did the video in front of, the guy who bought it broke down just 15 minutes outside of Talladega.
So you drove it just long
Oh.
enough.
Well, I think it might have been the rev limiter in the tunnel on the way in.
Yeah.
Loosened up the valve train on it a little bit, and
You'll have that.
just she gave up just
She
right
gave
outside
up.
of Dega.
What do you like about Daytona, this whole place?
So when I was 16 years old, I got my first ever Supercross win right on that grass there.
Nice.
So this was really cool for me to be a part of that. I got to meet Evel Knievel here. He was judging a Hawaiian Tropic contest.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it was
All right.
everything that I expected from Daytona. My first visit at 16. It's only gotten better since then.
That's really cool.
Well, I think when you talk about Daytona and you talk about the ARCA series, you talk about the Truck series, the O'Reilly series, Cup series, you got all these different things going on this week, and it's a very limited amount of practice. What's the plan for Team Nice today? When we go out to practice, are we just going to go out there and ride around by ourselves, or are we going to learn
Every time
anything?
he starts to talk, I get nervous about what he's about
Because
to
he
say.
makes this face
Yeah.
before
You
he
get- I gotta be on
starts.
the track with them.
My crew chief's telling me I got to take it easy in practice.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he wants me to run solo.
Okay.
Now, I did hit the fence in the rookie test,
At Rockingham.
just slightly. If the
Just
wall was 1 foot to the right, I would have been fine. But
Fair.
so he wants me to just relax a little bit, cruise, and then I guess we'll go from there.
Yeah.
I want to say that he got the only full adult human-sized Nice truck. So there's a lot of jockeys that race this. I mean, you're tall, but
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
Trucks are tight.
But my truck that I normally run, they're like, well, hey, look, he's taller, so he gets that. So I'm like Donkey Kong in Mario Kart. So I'm like, how big a wheel can I run and still fit in this truck? But it's going to be fun. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And Stenhouse actually said, hey, meet us here. We're supposed to be meeting Stenhouse right now, but we couldn't turn down come talk
Well,
to
good.
you.
Well, we appreciate that.
Sorry, Rick.
Well, you got a good coach. So Stenhouse is one of the best
no,
at
he
these
was
places.
Yeah, supposed to be, but now we're talking to you.
Oh,
so you
you'll
might
be
miss
fine.
that.
You'll be fine.
Now, what tips do you have for us?
The tips that I would have for you is don't crash.
There you go.
And-
That's
and-
hold on. I got to write this down.
Yeah. If you don't crash, you'll finish in the top 10.
That's actually fair.
Really?
I mean, that is,
Yeah.
you're going to be on the racetrack, and I told Tony the exact same thing last night because he was a little nervous about things. I said, Tony, you're going to be on the racetrack with 35 maniacs, and they're going to be hammered down. That's the thing I love about truck racing is they're hammered down from the time that they start until the time that they finish. So I would take my time, get used to the distance on the truck, the distance from the apron, how much the trucks pull up, and not worry about where you're running in the beginning of the race because at some point you'll be in it.
I got $1 on him missing his whole pit stop at one point.
Yeah.
Because at 50 miles an hour feels like you're not moving. Everyone told
See,
me I was
now-
going to do it, and I laughed. I pulled all the way in. I was like, my crew was like stepping back. 50 feels like you're walking, and then you hit the brake and you realize you're still going 50, and it's
Yeah.
concrete.
Just $1 on that.
It's just
though.
like ice.
Just about. What do you think about Tony Stewart skipping the rookie truck meeting?
Oh, that happened.
I would definitely make him start in the back.
That's what I was thinking.
I can't wait because he's going to be so frustrated by the time everything that happens in the truck race is totally against everything that Tony Stewart likes to do.
Yeah.
It is aggressive from start to finish. He is definitely could be the grandpa to
grandpa.
90% of the field.
Yeah.
So he is definitely. I'm really excited about talking to him after the race. So
Oh, yeah.
what lap? Our bet in the booth is what lap will Tony Stewart cuss out his first competitor?
12.
I'm scared
Lap
it's going to be
12.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 2,
Lap
3,
three.
Lap 1, they're saying.
Lap 1. Yeah.
I haven't seen any. No one had put both hands up, so it's all
It's
single digits.
Yeah.
Yep. We've been trying to.
No, I think Tony's turned a new leaf.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't know him very well.
No.
He's going to be excited.
We've been championing for Kevin to get back in a truck. We're trying to get that going. See? I knew it!
Wow.
See what I did there?
I like that.
Yeah.
What do you
Talladega.
I've been getting my ass kicked by a 12-year-old, so I don't know.
He's 13 now.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, 13.
That's right. Well,
That's a little better.
12, 13, you're still getting your ass kicked by a teenager.
Yeah.
We want this to happen, though.
Yeah.
At some point.
Well, I think it would be fun. I'd do it.
He seems to enjoy
That
coming
was a
back.
yes.
It would have
I
to
think
be-
that was a yes.
That's a definite yes.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying no, never a cup car again, because I just don't believe in the I'm retired and then I unretire and come back and drive cup. That was a great ride. Everything's about fun now. Now I get to go to the racetrack and be like you guys. You're showing up for the event, and I'm not going to. I don't care about the result anymore. If I win or lose, it doesn't matter, because I'm out doing what I love to do. I forgot why I raced until I went and raced late models again and how much I enjoyed the sport. So it's been fun.
Closers, y'all gonna show up if Kevin Harvick brings it back out for a truck race? Yeah.
People have
I
spoken.
thought maybe.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me.
I know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But
That's what
not
we do
to-
here.
Not to jump in here, but the really cool part about Cleetus, and I feel like so many NASCAR drivers there. I mean, Bowman came and jumped in. You got Hocevar, you got obviously Biffle, and definitely with Smoke coming in. And everyone's having fun. Even for me, someone that, like, I've made a career on just having as much fun as I possibly can. Now, obviously, winning's more fun than losing, so you always want to do the best that you possibly can. But so many times, like, you get frustrated. You're not doing how you want to do, the team, the car, yourself, your performance. And then you go down to the Freedom 500, and you realize why you started
Yeah.
driving again. And you realize just how much fun everyone's having. Everyone stays after the race. Everyone's signing autographs. Everyone's talking to the fans.
cool.
Everybody's a part of it. And I want to thank Cleetus for kind of bringing that fun back to
Good job, Cleetus.
I mean, to the sport, to me, personally, and to so
that
many
deserves
drivers.
a round of applause. I am honestly
Too nice,
curious
Trav. Thank you.
why you decided to come to NASCAR. Like, what started the whole thing?
You know, I was just talking to Biff one night, and I
That's
was
it?
like, I want to race the Daytona 500.
How
He
many
was
beers
like,
in were you?
no, I was none.
Oh, okay, just checking.
He was like, well,
Well,
it's going to be a process, but we can start it. And I was like, let's start it. And he literally built me the road to Daytona, kind of, and just got me connected with the right people, and here we are.
that's awesome. We're so glad you're here.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I
thank
think
you.
when you talk about Greg and everything that he helped you do and the process that you went through, when you guys were laying this map out to do the things that you're doing today, was there anything in between the Crown Vics and ARCA? Are we like any late models or anything? I mean, you do have your own racetrack. Do you
yeah.
practice at your track?
I've driven like modifieds and sport compacts, and I drove a couple airplanes,
Yeah.
couple helicopters,
Yeah.
sprint boats,
Go-karts for sure.
go-karts, a couple
fit in a
Honda
go-kart?
Civics.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been kind of rounding myself out for this opportunity.
Nice.
I
should
got
say.
you. So
A lot
you-
of seat time.
Are we going to be a super speedway specialist?
I mean, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like what type of specialist I am, but
You had a little bit of practice delivering some sandwiches at one point, right? That was kind of like what you're
yeah,
going
I
to deal
used
with
to I
tonight.
used to deliver Jimmy John's sandwiches. That's pretty much where I was became a wheelman.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin,
If you're going to
too.
deliver food on time, you got to, especially in the
Freaky
Jimmy
fast,
John's
yeah.
model, you're going to have to get there on time.
That's
gonna be
what it's
freaky
all about.
fast,
I
you
probably
also-
have some company records.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
You were
hey, who thinks Kevin and his son should come race a Crown Vic race at the Freedom Pack?
Yeah. I think that would be awesome.
I think that would be good.
We just,
Yes.
I'm gonna
Let's
send.
do
I'm
it.
gonna text you some dates.
Let's
we
do
just-
it.
we've
I'm
just got
in.
Kevin racing
I'm way
everything now.
more in
It's
for
a show.
that than committing to
That's
There
like
you go.
really easy.
Yeah.
Really easy.
How-
All right,
Before
guys.
we let you go here, how'd I do with my cutoff? Am I all right?
You look good.
Yeah,
You
solid.
look
Did I pull
good.
it off?
His is even
You're
engraved.
good.
Yeah, I got to
What?
cut it.
I just ripped your
Get the
sleeves
sleeves off.
I got to get a new shirt. Everything we're doing, he's
I
ripping my
literally ripped
sleeves
his
off.
sleeves off a half hour ago. He's got them back. That's
guy-
unbelievable. I don't even know. I didn't even notice.
He's getting critiqued for his
You,
attire.
you two need to work on it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a little uptight today. I have to go from this interview to Rick Hendrick, Jeff Gordon, and Kyle Larson.
All right,
Get
you're
done.
good.
Yeah, that's fair, I
There
think.
you go. It's fair.
Yeah.
Guys, this has been awesome. Thank you so
Thank you
much
guys for being here.
coming
Thank
and
you,
joining
guys.
us. Round of applause for
Appreciate it.
Travis.
Good luck.
Just give it up for Travis McFarland.
Yes.
McFarland.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Have fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. There you go. Got to sign a Busch Light. That's necessary,
We're just gonna keep rolling.
That's awesome, guys.
Yeah, well, wait.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Where
this
are you
is
gonna
so
go from
nice
here,
of them to
Kaitlyn?
find
We
some
started
signs
with
of
the
improvement.
stars, and now we're stuck with Mamba.
Hey, I heard the fans out here though. The closers were giving me some love. I'm pretty sure they were more
They were.
Mamba than
We
Harvick.
heard.
I
lot
mean,
of Mamba
if
cheers.
you're gonna cut your sleeves off, you better go to the gym a little bit.
I mean, look, I've been.
Okay.
Thank
That
you,
was better.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it so much.
Good luck.
See you for our interview.
Hey,
yeah.
closers, hang out. We're not done yet.
Thanks, guys.
You got to go talk to Stenhouse.
Yeah, I guess they got to.
Right, we gotta get 'em-
Stenhouse.
we gotta
Thanks
get
for
'em
taking that
dialed in.
chair. All right, guys. Okay, we're here at Daytona. Thank you again to all of the fans who have joined us today. This is so awesome to have our first live audience. So thank you to all of you.
Yes, thank you.
And let's talk about this race, Kevin, because we've talked about it earlier in the week, the significance of it, winning a Daytona 500, what it means.
Well, in our sport, there is no bigger race to win than the Daytona 500. So being able to luckily accomplish that and get to victory lane, put your name on that Harley J. Earl trophy is something that, you look at the names on that trophy and there's just, it's the who's who of NASCAR racing. But you also add in that element of anybody can win it. There are a lot of surprise winners that we see with this race. But man, I get the feeling that those past champs are going to be, one of those guys could be in victory lane after this race.
I like this.
I just Daytona, for especially coming from the Northeast, like when you come down here and you get into race country, like this is it. And when you walk into this place, it's absolutely insane. You can just feel the energy, the fans, everyone that stays in the infield. The infield is a time. I can't wait to get in there and share some Busch lattes with y'all. But
yes.
yeah, exactly.
They're ready for
You know what
that.
I'm talking about. But the racing and the fan and the atmosphere here is no better way to start the season off. And I talked to William Byron this past week, and he's like, man, the second one was more unexpected than the first one, but the third one would be the sweetest. So if he can three-peat,
yeah.
that'd be something.
Odds are
something
against
crazy.
him.
Huh?
Odds are against him.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winning, you talk about winning two, but man, that is quite an accomplishment to win two Daytona 500s in a row. And you can talk about it being lucky, you can talk about this, but when you do it twice, 2 years in a row, it's pretty hard to call that lucky.
You're doing something right if you do.
You're putting yourself in position, and that is really the most important thing here. Just keep yourself in a position to stay in the front of the pack. Don't make mistakes on pit road. Do all the small things right. And every year that the William Byrons, the Ryan Blaney's, those guys get one more year of experience with their crew chief, with their team, in situations, they just become more dangerous.
Yes, they do. So one story I want to talk about that I'm sure there's some fans of this driver in the audience is Kyle Busch, because last night he was able to get the pole for the Great American Race.
Yep.
We've been talking about Kyle a lot on Happy Hour, whether we're going to see a resurgence of him. Certainly, this is things moving in the right direction.
Yeah, well, I'm happy for Kyle. I think that Kyle Busch being competitive and winning races is really important to our sport, and he deserves that. But I'm more happy for Richard Childress.
Yeah.
And Richard Childress is somebody who has meant so much to this sport, winning the Daytona 500 with Austin, myself, Dale Earnhardt. He just has such a legacy in this sport. And I know how hard he works to be able to make those cars fast, how much he cares about this sport. So I'm really excited for Richard. They needed something good to happen.
Yeah.
I know Austin went to victory lane last year, but it's a contract year for Kyle Busch, and I believe that he can still get it done. And I think it's something that Kyle has to be able to be comfortable and get what he wants underneath that car. But the first thing they have to have is speed. Well, guess what? We showed up at the Daytona 500 with speed, and I think that's dangerous for the rest of the field.
Yeah, it's not like Kyle Busch has forgot how to drive a race car.
No.
We're talking about one of the best guys to strap into a race car in the entire world all time. So I'm happy for him, because when you start out the year the way they ended it, which is like without the speed, that's tough, right?
Yeah.
You just feel like it's another year of, oh man, here we go again. So starting out on the right foot.
I think that in on the flip side of that, you have to not spin out. You have to not wreck. And when that wasn't happening, they were making mistakes on pit road. So they have a lot to clean up.
Yeah, it's not one thing.
But what happens is you get in those positions to where you're somewhat desperate, and you know the day is going good, and you want to make it better, and then you push that much too hard, and you wind up spun around backwards, or wrecking the car into the wall. So I think he just has to take a deep breath. He's got to take a deep breath and not try to do too much. And I don't that ability that Kyle has with the old car to be able to drive the car sideways, hang the car out, slide it. It's a different style now. You can't manhandle the cars like you used to. You have to have that finesse and be on the edge. But when you cross it, these things spin out, and you find yourself into backwards into the fence faster than you even know what happened.
So Kyle Busch, obviously, things looking promising for him from qualifying. Who kind of concerned you last night when you watched that?
I was really concerned with the 2311 cars of Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace.
The fans are not.
Yeah, I think that last year I think we gave them a mulligan with everything that they had going on with the lawsuit and internally. But the expectation is for those cars to win. They spend the money, they have the resources, they have the tie to Joe Gibbs. Tyler Reddick is expected to be a championship contender. Bubba Wallace got to victory lane at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but Tyler Reddick's got to win. And I think that we talk contracts and all the things that are up. There are a lot of driver contracts that are up, and if those cars aren't performing, a caliber driver of Tyler Reddick isn't going to sit around and wait for you to figure your cars out. He wants to be able to have what he needs to go to victory lane, and has done that. So, is that Cleetus?
Probably. Might have been.
Thought he said he was going back.
Never know who could be that.
Yeah.
Who I was pleasantly surprised with was the 99, the fourth entry for RFK. I think that's a big deal for them because they felt like, Ryan Preece felt like if he had more Ford help in previous super speedway races that he could have won one or two already. And I think that the fact that their fourth car, that they don't really do much, had that kind of speed. And you got Corey LaJoie, someone in there that you can trust to help get you to victory lane. I think that's a big deal for RFK.
Yeah, and I think that the other caveat to this is the fact that you have guys that have gone purely for speed and trying to keep the speed and the balance in the race car to be able to drive that. Tonight we'll find out, whose cars are driving okay and be able to, are the Trackhouse cars of Ross Chastain and Shane Van Gisbergen slow? Daniel Suarez was extremely slow in qualifying trim. So are those cars, do they have a little more drag and downforce built into the car to be able to try to make them be able to be pushed well, to push well, all the things that go with racing well. So that story is getting ready to be told this evening.
Yeah. Justin Allgaier made it in. It's a big weekend for the Earnhardt family. Great to see that once again out of that team.
Yeah, and I talked to Dale yesterday, and you could tell he was pretty confident. He felt like, his cars, the car was better than it was in practice last year, and the effort that they had made was in a little better place than where he felt they were last year. But, I'd really want to see that junior motorsports team full-time on the Cup side. I think that it means so much to the sport to have Dale and Kelly on pit road. And I know there's a lot of things that go into that. But the more races that 40 car shows up at the racetrack, the better it is for our sport.
Yeah, for sure. Kevin, I wanted to kind of look at the duels. You kind of were talking about it a little bit you'll find out tonight whose car is kind of handling right and who went for the speed. How hard is it though? Because we race the duels at night. I just heard a crack back there. You're getting me excited with that Busch Light right there. I heard it.
Those
go
Daytona
ahead.
500 cans open right here.
By all means.
Cheers. How difficult is it running the duels at night? We start the race kind of the day. You know what I mean? We're going through a lot of different transitions. How do you know how good your car really is and what you need to do for the 500?
You have to definitely, I think you can lean a little more towards the speed. But if you get any hint that your car is not handling well tonight, you're in big trouble on Sunday. And you got to remember, tonight's pack is half the size of what it's going to be on Sunday. So that momentum of the pack and that energy of the pack is going to be a lot different than what you see tonight. But you got to be able to cue off of the things that you feel. Do you have enough speed in the car? A lot of times you get done with this race, and if your car is not handling bad, you go the opposite way, and you start to try to figure out, okay, guys, what can we do to this car to put a little more speed in the car, whether it's move a mirror or, you know, make some adjustments on the ride heights or anything that they can do. There's still some things that they can do to the race cars to make those types of adjustments to either put a little more grip in or take a little bit of grip out. And you got to make good decisions. And that's what, you know, the Joey Logano's, the Denny Hamlins of the world, they're good at helping their teams make the right decisions based upon their experience and the things that have happened for them in the past. So that's where those guys gain that advantage. And what I mentioned earlier with William Byron, Ryan Blaney having more experience, another year under their belt, those are the decisions that they have to get better at and are able to get better at, especially when they don't change anything on their team.
So the duels are tonight. What is the intensity like for drivers to have to race their way in? Because this seems like a stressful situation.
I'd be miserable. But the duels used to be like that. You know, you used to come down here and, you know, the duels were.
It was a whole
you had 7
nother
provisionals,
Yeah.
and the rest of the field was lined up by those duels, and you could very easily miss the race. So the duels were very stressful, but that's the stress that these guys are under that have to make this race. I think Corey LaJoie's in a good position with the speed of his car, and then you've got, you know, Yaley and Alfredo and BJ McLeod and those guys that have to get themselves in on speed or on race their way in on position, not on speed. They didn't have the speed last night in qualifying to put themselves in position. So very stressful, but it could make the team's year. You look at the top teams, they're all racing to try to get themselves in position to win races and make the championship. Well, that's the same thing that these teams are feeling. To make the Daytona 500 is their championship for the year, just to make the race.
Wow, all right.
Yeah!
Welcome to Daytona!
I got it.
We couldn't have scripted that any better.
I forgot. That's my favorite part about Daytona. I forgot. That never gets old. All week long, that's going on. Kevin last year got to ride in it. I mean, what'd you say the pucker factor was on that last year?
Well, last year I rode, and we took off down the runway, and the first thing we did was go 90 degrees straight up in the air.
Oh, boy.
And then we did a barrel roll, and I'm like, oh, man, what have I got myself into? But you're nervous. You're like, am I going to pass out, puke? I didn't pass out, and I didn't puke, and I got to fly the plane, and I got to do everything that we were supposed to do. And I did join the 9G club.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And I can tell you, my vision got to be about that wide. I was sunk down in the seat like this, saying, I'm not going to quit. And it's a good thing I didn't quit because I couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't breathe and I couldn't see. And then the pilot was like, well, you did it. I'm like, oh, thank God, because I couldn't say anything.
I gotta be
that
honest.
is
I'd
wild.
rather do that than ride with Cleetus. Just knowing Cleetus,
So?
I'd much rather
Rather
do that than ride with Cleetus.
That was perfectly timed. We set that up just for happy
Yeah,
hour.
we planned that earlier. They were a little late, but
But, I mean, that's part of all the pre-race pomp and circumstance, if you will, of the 500, which makes it so special.
I'm going to be pissed if we aren't in the booth by the time the flyover happens. So we're going to have to talk to our pre-race producer, because when you're standing in the booth and you see the flyover making its way towards you, and those planes and you can see them before everybody else because we're so high, and all of a sudden they get here and you realize how fast they're going,
Yeah.
how far away they actually were just a second ago, and they fly over the first time and you get comfortable and you're getting settled in, and they always sneak back up on you. So remember that. Be ready for the reverse flyover, because it's going to happen, because they really enjoy scaring the crap out of us.
They were flying out here earlier today. Did you hear them? They went over a lot
so,
earlier.
Earlier today, at the end of the ride, we did you do the flyover. You go directly over the racetrack like they do the flyover. Then you do the reverse flyover. But if you noticed, they make laps. They made 2 laps around the racetrack, and I felt like we might hit a light pole last year.
They took Zillage and JH.
Here they go again.
Zillage and JH went today. Kevin, you were talking about it making someone's year just to make it into this race, and how scared you would be if you had to race your way in. The crews that
Not scared.
Oh, not scared.
Just a lot of anxiety.
Anxiety.
He doesn't-
Yeah. Better word.
Yeah.
The crews that are already in, the teams that are already in, that anxiety is still there, because if you have to fix your race car by getting in someone else's mess, that's a lot of work. That's a
and
lot
I'd
of
say
work.
they're less worried about wrecking than they are sucking and being slow, because it's a long few days if your car doesn't have any speed and it's handling good and you don't really know what else to do to it. But look, this is the race that you see the most prepared cars from every team. They've had all winter to work on their cars. They know how important this race is to whiz.
Is to win.
Yeah.
We knew what he
Yeah,
meant.
we're going to whiz all over it. They know how important this race is to the race team. They know how much money it pays. They know the significance of putting your name on that trophy. So it's the race where it's the most competitive, and it is the most competitive that I have seen it in a long time. When you look at the manufacturers split up through that qualifying rundown last night, it's all over the place. It's not Ford stacked at the top or Chevy stacked at the top. It's split up really well as far as being competitive. So excited.
You mentioned the manufacturers. This race is all about working together. The Chevys have a new nose. How do you think that's all going to play out?
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out how good they push.
Yeah.
They specifically redesigned that car to be better pushers and being able to be pushed on these super speedways. So, it's now that this car is super finicky. Does it affect the handling? It's gonna affect the balance, and you do everything that you can do and to get your car where you think it needs to be, but you just don't know until you get on that big black asphalt out there.
Yeah, hang on one second, Kev.
Wow.
the one.
Wow. All right. The fans love it.
Last year at Homestead Miami Speedway, I was doing driver intros. They do the flyover after intros, after all that.
Yeah.
I had no idea. They did it right in the middle of intros. I about my pants. I swear, because it rattled the whole stadium. But it's really cool, man.
Well, there's no sport that does. There's no sport that supports our military better than NASCAR.
That's right.
And we have a great relationship with the military and support our military as everyone should. And I think when you see these types of things happening, and you see the troops in the stands, in the pits, and every team goes out of the way to make sure that those guys get the respect and gals get the respect that they deserve for what they do for our country.
I know we got some closers that are military. If you guys are out here, I appreciate y'all.
Yes,
If you're
very
listening,
much
we
so.
appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you. Thank you for your service. So we're talking about Daytona. I feel like everyone remembers the first time they came here. Do you remember, like, what you thought the first time you saw this place?
Yeah, I came here. Jeff Gordon won. It was like the early 2000s. I forget what year. Maybe 03.
Okay.
I didn't even know you were born yet.
That's because black don't crack, Kevin. I just look like a baby. Yeah, and it was amazing. Like, me and my dad came, and like we always went to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and that's our home track. But then, exactly.
There we go.
But we came down
Cold
here,
as
and it
hell
was
up there
different.
right now, isn't it?
Cold as he said, cold as hell. It was just different. It was just so. I don't know. It's so cool. I can't really put into words. And then I think Ward Burton flipped down into the tri-oval that year, and Jeff won. And I was mad as hell because I was a Stewart guy and like a little bit of a Kevin guy, not that much. A Stewart guy.
What year was this?
I think it was like 03.
Okay.
5.
There you go. Look at that fan with this.
There we go.
This.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, that's what I love about you guys. You always keep our facts straight.
That's exactly what we love about it.
Somebody's got to keep our facts straight because I can't remember what I did yesterday.
But do you remember the first time you came here?
I came here as a fan for this night right here. I came for it was daytime races at that point, 1995.
Oh, wow.
Sat in the grandstands going into turn 1 and watched both qualifying races. So that was the only time that I had been here when I came back in 2000 for the first time with the Busch Series car. So it's a special place, and there's nothing like the first race of the year being your biggest race of the year. The hype, the enthusiasm, and excitement that goes with us is you can't match it anywhere else. And I think that the things that NASCAR has done this year to put us in a better position to be who we are as a sport, promote us as a sport of just being badass.
Yeah.
That is what NASCAR racing is all about. We don't need to be like everybody else.
No, we want to be our own selves. You mentioned a badass, and this weekend also is about Dale Earnhardt. And I want you to reflect for a moment about him. It's 25 years since his passing. We have a special documentary on FS1 that's coming up tonight after the duels. Just tell your reflections.
Well, it's hard to believe that it's been 25 years, and obviously I lived that situation pretty closely getting in the car the next week. And I think back, to just the time of that period of when the accident happened to the unknown. We were actually at Mike Dillon's house in the kitchen. They called and said, "Hey, you need to come over," and that's when I knew that something was not right. So you're sitting there waiting, trying to understand what's going on, and then it's all the questions, right? What's going to happen with RCR? Who's going to drive the car? How's the sport going to go on? And 25 years later, the sport is still going on, but it's just missing a big piece of what was so important to NASCAR racing with Dale. And he had such a massive influence on everything that happened, the image of who we were, and such a strong leader of the sport. So it was a pretty crazy time to be able to adapt to what was going on, get in the car to drive. You think back to those press conferences, with the press conference the next week at Rockingham, and for me personally, that was the biggest press conference that I ever did. It was the most people,
Right.
The most pressure, the most everything that I ever had to experience. But our sport has evolved because of that accident. From a safety standpoint, NASCAR immediately started the safety aspect of trying to get ahead of things and keep up with things and do things in a better way. And we do that all the way up until today. They're constantly looking at every wreck, every piece of equipment that the driver has on, and the racetracks, the soft walls. You think about the impact that one accident had on the safety of this sport, and it'll never be matched. And NASCAR has done a great job of continuing that right into this moment.
I saw a quote that I think it was from Ricky Craven. He said I think he said this in 2001, around that time. He said, in 25 years, we'll look back and we'll be like, they were insane for racing with concrete walls.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for the hits that we have seen over the last 10 years or so, especially, that we have those safer barriers for the drivers. And then, obviously, if you guys have never been here, if this is your first time, there's the Daytona Tours.
Wow, but it's a whole fleet of them.
I never get told. There's a Daytona Tours building over here, and there's a statue of Dale Earnhardt. I went by it yesterday, and it does something to you every time you kind of
It truly does, yeah. And we look forward to that documentary tonight. A lot of different perspectives. We'll be talking about their reflections and what that time was like. Okay, so we're here in Daytona. We got to do some Daytona 500 predictions on who we believe is going to win this big race. And Kevin, do you want to do the honors first?
No?
No? This whole picks thing
Here's
is...
the problem.
Here's the deal.
We've seen qualifying, but we've not seen one lap of practice with everybody together. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it's a past champion.
We don't
Yeah.
see that on Monday either, for the record, though.
Yeah.
What do we normally pick?
I'm going to pick a past champion. I just don't know
Okay.
which one yet.
All right, so you're really not going to make a selection?
Because
He's
I'll just
copying
look
now.
dumb.
Mamba, you go ahead.
I have to go first?
Well,
Oh,
do you
you're
guys
second.
want me to
I
go
already
first?
went.
Oh, who'd you pick?
I picked like 8 guys.
He's picking 8.
This is what I have to deal with, y'all. Like, this is the type of
It's my
stuff I
show.
have to deal with.
It's my show. I can make the rules.
It's
That's right.
Kevin's show, they are
That's right.
saying.
Seniority rules.
This,
Sorry.
Wait, how?
You
Okay,
can only
real
pick.
quick.
You can only pick one guy.
Real quick, though. We have, these are our closers, so they know that we keep points for all year.
Yeah. And
How is
remember
this
who
gonna?
won?
That means you're down
Me.
a race for the points. Because you're not picking
Did I
anybody.
not already pick?
No.
Did we pick on Monday? Because I was literally just thinking that.
We
No.
didn't pick.
We did not pick.
That
so-
we
Oh,
saved it
I
for
heard
this.
that, Tyler. Tyler's in my ear.
Our
telling
producer's
you to
yelling
make
at
me
us right
pick.
We didn't pick.
I have to pick?
Yeah.
Well, I can pick for the show, but I'm just, I'm as a formal disclosure, I might change my pick on Sunday, so don't hold me to it.
Okay. Well, go
Okay,
ahead and
well,
make
who's
a
your
I'm gonna
pick?
pick Blaney.
selection.
Okay.
Yeah,
That took way too much time for you to just admit that.
I'm just looking for airtime.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
David-
Do you want to go?
No, you go.
That's rude.
I'm
ladies
actually
first.
Oh, good point.
similar to Kevin. I'm going to pick a former champion.
Okay.
Who I think we've been talking about him a lot so far already. His name is Chase Elliott. I think Chase Elliott can get a Daytona 500 win.
Okay.
And we all believe this format could be good for him too. So this
Yeah.
could start it off on a good foot.
Listen, I I love that Kyle Busch is on the pole, and I don't want to jinx him because I really would like to. I would really like to see him in victory lane, but I'm gonna go with Ryan Preece.
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
going with Preece. I think that it's about time that he finishes one of these ones with the wheels on the ground. So I'm going with Preece in that 60
I love
car.
that pick.
Oh, you can't beat momentum either.
Yeah,
The guy's
no.
been on a roll.
true.
It
Even
matters.
The Clash won in his modified this week, so
So you-
momentum's hard to beat.
Daytona
So you're
500.
Here come the
not
airplanes
going?
again.
That is unbelievable. Wow. All right. So,
Very formal.
are you just gonna keep saying you're not making a choice? You're not. You're not.
I already picked.
You did? Wait.
Yeah, I picked Ryan Blaney.
Oh, I didn't even hear him say it. I didn't even hear
I'm
him
used
say
to you
Ryan
ignoring
Blaney.
me, so.
Oh, that's not true. Okay, so Blaney, Preece, and Elliott. Those are our picks. Okay. Now,
right.
this is the point of the show that he claims is America's favorite.
Closers! Welcome to your favorite part of the Kevin Harvick Happy Hour podcast. It's Mamba's Social Sips. So I'm going to come down and join you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, CJ. All right, hang on. Let me get to you. I'm going to get all the way in there. Hang on. I'm running to you.
All
Is
right.
he going down?
He's got to go down,
Down to
for
the
fan
crowd?
questions. Yeah, that's what he's doing. CJ, our social expert,
Oh,
has
he's
been
mobile.
collecting.
We're going mobile.
That's the most
All
exercise
right.
he's done in a month.
Sir, you got a mic here. What's your name?
Colton.
Colton. All right, Colton. What is your question for the squad here?
Kevin. What race win was better? 2001 Atlanta or the 2014 championship?
Ooh.
Oh, 2001. Yeah, you know, I think that when you look at everything that was happening during that time, and it's just like the press conferences, it was my biggest win in the biggest moment that you can possibly ever imagine. And you know, the championship win was really special, and we did that as a group. But it was a different era of my career with a different group of people. But there's just nothing that matches the intensity and the magnitude of those moments from 2001.
So you're saying the stage was really big and the lights were really bright and you got it done?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, just checking.
yeah.
Good question.
Lights were bright.
Lights were bright. I heard that you might have a word of the week suggestion.
Oh, yeah. Serpentine.
Serpentine.
What's this for?
Ooh,
Word of the week.
That's my word.
No, we're just taking.
Serpentine.
I'm getting help.
It's an
These two that
option.
we had on stage they could be the serpentine of the truck field.
I'm just trying to get some
There you
help
go.
from our closers out here.
You already got the
All
word
right.
in.
Thank you very much, Colton.
Good job.
What we got? We got another one right here, sir.
I got one for Kaitlyn.
All right, go ahead. What's your name, sir?
All right, Mike.
Mike. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead, Mike.
Kaitlyn, when you worked at Langley Speedway, who was your favorite track announcer?
It was you, Mike Allen.
Hey.
Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, good
It's
to
nice
see
to
you.
have you here.
That's awesome.
We love Langley
Langley
Speedway.
And
Speedway.
Kevin, if you need an announcer for the car store, I'm your man.
I like it.
He's very good. Very, very
I love
good.
that. Hang on, we got one over here. CJ, where are we going? Oh, here I am. All right, right up front here. We
Right
got a
up
Joey
front.
Logano fan. What's your name, ma'am?
Rhonda,
Rhonda. What's your
Where are
question?
you from, Rhonda?
North Carolina,
North Carolina.
There you go.
the Smoky Mountains.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, who would you like to see cross over from NASCAR to Indy and race at Phoenix?
Connor Zillich. I think he's obviously young. I think he's got a lot of karting experience. He's got a lot of road race experience. But you know, we saw him do really well on the ovals last year in the Xfinity Series. So O'Reilly. Sorry.
O'Reilly.
The O'Reilly Series.
O'Reilly.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'm new at this, so. But, I think that he's going to have a couple years of learning the Cup Series, and I think it would be good to just see what he can do in the IndyCar while he's young. And, I think Kyle Larson did a great job. Kurt Busch did a great job of being in contention to be competitive. And I think that it would be good to see somebody at the beginning of their career go over there and do that while they're still trying to figure out everything that's going on here.
I think he'll be.
And he's got the right sponsor.
I think he'll be my man when Logano retires.
Oh, how many
all
more
right.
years do you think Joey Logano is going to drive?
I don't know. I hope a
Yeah,
lot.
see the pressure?
We
Pressure.
love him. He's such a philanthropist. We love him.
Yeah.
He's
Joey-
done so much for North
Joey
Carolina.
has done a great job with himself, and he is definitely one of the leaders in this sport. So, good choice.
Hang on.
I could feel that one. You could feel that.
I think they're getting lower.
I can feel that in my
getting
chest.
lower.
That's wild.
Oh man.
We did not plan to have that many.
How'd that
fly
feel
over.
in your ears?
It caught me
that
time.
That one rang my ears a little
Yeah,
bit.
it did. It
got
did.
me.
Yeah, that was for Joey, she says. Thank you so much to the fans for all their questions. That was very cool. We just have a few minutes left here, and we want to thank you guys again for being a part of this. This has been so cool.
I know you're excited.
I am. I have been so
we've done a
excited
lot
since
of.
I found
Hey,
out.
Jimmy. We've done a lot of things, for the first time over the last few years, but there is not one thing that Kaitlyn has been more excited for than this live show.
It's because of all of you. I wanted you guys to be a part of it. I think it's important for us to be at the racetracks doing this.
All right, closers. We don't usually get to talk to you guys right away and know who your picks are. Can you guys? I just want to hear who's some picks that you got for the Daytona 500.
Somebody's holding up a.
Oh, hang on. What is that?
We might
Is
win.
this a Ford
Oh, yeah.
championship?
we got a championship Kevin Harvick
Champion
jacket right
I
here.
love
We do.
It's nice.
I'm not racing, but I like it.
Catch him in the booth.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, this has been great, right?
It's been so much. It's been so cool. I mean, as a kid that's watched this sport my entire life, and then the Speed Channel, the race day stuff, and being able to kind of turn the clock back and be a little bit of a piece of that, I couldn't ask for anything
Well,
more.
it doesn't happen if they don't all show up. So
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
right.
people in the crowd.
That's right.
And we won't
That's
have a
right.
show again. So if
We're
you guys
really-
want to have it, you got to keep showing up. So thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys think we should do this more often or what? Hey,
People are
do us a
speaking.
favor and let them know on your Twitter and on your Instagram. Let them know. Let them know.
Yeah, let them know. Let 'em
Mr.
know.
Promotion.
All right, what's next for you? I know you got a busy day ahead, right? You
I have to go do an interview and then probably just more meetings.
More meetings.
We have more meetings than you can imagine. But we've got pre-race tonight before the duels, and then we've got both races.
Yeah.
I'm excited to. I'm excited to see some racing.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of the formalities of the sport. We've had PR day. We've had everybody telling us how great they're going to do. Let's find out how fast your car really is.
Let's
What,
see
Kaylin,
who
what are you
weighs
doing?
up to
What do you
that.
got going on? What's your schedule?
I will be in the pits for the ARCA race, and I'm sure you're interviewing Cleetus once again to see what viral moment he can create.
You think we'll have any bald eagles flying this year?
It's highly possible. You
Yeah.
never know.
Love it.
So
Love
it's
it.
going to be a fun
Hey,
weekend of racing. Man.
Y'all don't forget
About that.
our handle, Harvick Happy Pod. Make sure you go to the new YouTube channel, go subscribe, all of our content, this content, all you guys are going to be on it. We
That's
appreciate
right.
it so much, so make sure
You guys
you
are
tune in.
live, yes. And make sure you don't miss the Daytona 500 coverage. February 15th. It starts on Fox at 12:30. Thank you again so much for being here. It means so much to just have all the closers with us for our first
Who
live
wants
show.
some beer?
We'll see you
Thank you,
guys
guys.
after
Have fun.
Daytona. Thank you.